Hello and welcome to Cargo Shots from the Stat Trade Times. Powered by Group Concorde. Here's our pick of the best news shots that made the headlines this week.
Let's delve right into the headlines. Flexport Capital, the trade financing arm of Flexport, has secured a credit facility of up to $200 million from separate insurance accounts managed by KKR, a leading global investment firm. The credit facility will allow Flexport Capital to build an industry-leading financing product within the Flexport platform and to further invest in client growth and geographic expansion. Flexport Capital provides companies access to flexible working capital for inventory and logistics expenses. Through Flexport Capital, businesses can access more flexible terms on shipments processed by the Flexport platform. United Airlines reported a 77% increase in cargo revenue to $498 million for the third quarter ended September compared to $282 million in quarter 3 of 2019, even as cargo revenue ton miles declined 9% to 733 million from 804 million in quarter 3 of 2019. For the first 9 months of this fiscal, cargo revenue came in at $1.7 billion, almost double, that is 97%, compared to $863 million during the comparable period of 2019. Cargo revenue ton miles dropped 7% to 2.3 billion from 2.4 billion in the same period of 2019. Compared to 2021, quarter 3 cargo revenue was down 4% and increased 4% for 9 months. Cathay Pacific carried 104,055 tons of cargo in September, a decrease of 21% compared to September 2021 and a 40% decrease compared to the same period in 2019. The month's cargo revenue ton kilometers, or RFTKs for short, decreased 28% year-on-year and were down 39% compared to September 2019. The cargo load factor decreased by 13.3 percentage points to 66.4%, while capacity measured in available cargo ton kilometers or AFTKs was down by 14% year-on-year and was down 39.4% versus September 2019. Titan Aircraft Investments, the joint venture between Titan Aviation Holdings and Bain Capital Credit, announced the placement of a Boeing 737-800 SF converted freighter on a long-term dry lease with ASL Aviation Holdings. Titan Aviation Holdings, a subsidiary of Atlas Air Worldwide Holdings, will manage the aircraft. Fergus Wilson, ASL Aviation Holdings Group Fleet and Leasing Director, said they were looking forward to this B737-800 SF entering service with ASL in the coming weeks and to a successful business relationship with Titan. Wilson added that the aircraft's arrival will mark another step forward in ASL's fleet renewal program, which has already seen their 737-800 NG fleet outgrow their 737 Classic fleet. Siemens Logistics, Qatar Airways Cargo and Qatar Aviation Services or QAS Cargo have signed a memorandum of understanding to promote close cooperation in digitalizing cargo handling processes. The collaborative project will deploy the latest in data analytics applications and predictive maintenance. It is also said to positively impact sustainability as well as health and safety. With this MOU, 3 major players come together: Siemens for airport digitalization and automation, QAS Cargo for world-class cargo handling at the Doha hub, and Qatar Airways Cargo as the leading air cargo carrier in the world. Mammoth Freighters has recently announced that the company has signed a general terms agreement with STS Aviation Services, or STS for short, to perform passenger-to-freighter conversions for the Mammoth 777 program. All work will be accomplished at STS's facility in Manchester in the United Kingdom and the multi-year agreement covers both the 777-200LR and the 777-300ER aircraft. The STS facility will also provide Mammoth with AOG, product support and spares provisioning throughout Europe. STS acquired the Manchester facility earlier this year as part of its expansion efforts, and this constitutes its third facility in the UK. Mammoth will begin inducting 777 aircraft for modification at the facility in mid-2024. ADQ, an Abu Dhabi-based investment and holding company, and Etihad's board of directors appointed Antonoaldo Neves as Group Chief Executive Officer of Etihad Aviation Group, succeeding Tony Douglas as Group CEO. Neves was CEO and board member of TAP, the national airline of Portugal, where he successfully led a major turnaround that resulted in a more valuable company with better customer service and more passengers, significantly contributing to tourism development in Portugal. Prior to TAP, Neves was the president of Azul Airlines in Brazil, where he successfully led the company to IPO in the New York Stock Exchange. Neves was also a partner at McKinsey & Company, where he developed the long-term plan for the aviation sector development in Brazil. And that's a wrap for this week's episode. This is your host Manjula Nair signing off and wishing you a great weekend ahead.
For the latest news on air freight, visit our website. Follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. Give our YouTube channel a visit and subscribe to access our past webinars and virtual conferences and access exclusive one-on-one interviews with global logistics leaders. Thank you for tuning in to Cargo Shots by the Strait Times, powered by Group Concorde. See you next week with a fresh roundup of cargo newsmakers.